Hi, and welcome to this webinar that is hosted by CoreView. Today, we will give everybody a couple of minutes to join, and then we will get going. You can see I have Ivan with me here today. Ivan, where are you joining from today?
I'm in London. We work in London from a phone booth here now.
That's exciting. Where are you guys joining us from? If you want to post in the chat where you're joining from today, it'd be great to see where our audience is today. We've got someone from the Netherlands. Hello. Okie dokie. I know Ivan's got lots of content to get through today, so I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to join our webinar. It's great to have you with us today. As you can see, we have Ivan Fioravanti here, who serves as Chief Technology Officer and one of the co-founders here at CoreView. He has over 25 years experience in both Microsoft and IT, so I can confirm you are in super good hands. So I want to take you through a couple of quick housekeeping bits of information, and then I will pass you over to get us going. So if you do have any questions, you can either post these in the chat or into the Q&A box, and we will go through these with Ivan at the end. If you do have to drop out or having any audio or connection problems, please don't worry, we will make sure we send you a recording of the webinar so that you don't miss out. And we will hope you find the webinar insightful. And to get us going, we will run a quick poll to break the ice to get us started. So let me just pull up the poll here. So you should see Ivan's screen. If not, the quick poll is also here. So what is your favorite AI gone wrong sci-fi movie or television show? And then you can choose one of the following options. We'll give everybody a couple minutes to put their votes in, and then we will launch the results. I feel like we need some of that cool like hold music that they do for telephone voting for like Eurovision and things. The results are coming in. Ivan, which one do you think will score top?
I love them all, so I don't want no spoiler. I don't want to tell anything. Let's see.
Perfect. Right, I'll do a 5-second countdown. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let me close this. And I think it'll let me share the results on the screen. Here we go. So we've got a tie actually between the Terminator series and Westworld.
Wow. Oh wow. I will mention Skynet later during the presentation. So that's perfect.
Cool. Right, let me hide these. Perfect. So with that ice broken, I will pass you over to Ivan, who will take you through our content for today.
Thank you, Gemma. So welcome everyone in this webinar. I will just spend one slide to tell you who is CoreView. So and what we do. So we focus, as you know, we are focused on helping you to manage Microsoft 365 from all around. So starting from the configuration of your tenant security setting down to each entity within your tenant. We manage the security part with configuration drift, Copilot readiness, Intune, a really deep dive on security aspect. On top of that, we have the governance. So we give you the complete visibility of what's happening, a set of policy predefined, created by us with baseline and playbooks to correct any issue that we detect. And then the admin productivity. So as soon as you have are overwhelmed all activity within your tenant, we can give you automation, workflow, custom action to be able to reduce the effort needed to manage your tenant. But let's deep dive on our presentation. So Gemma has already introduced me quite a lot. So just one note, I love the technology. I love AI a lot. I've been involved quite a lot on the LLM world recently. So you can follow me on X or on LinkedIn. And I developed my first software coding at 7 years on my Commodore VIC-20, and I still have it this is the photo of my first computer, and it's still working. Unbelievable. What's today's agenda? So what we are going to see is, first of all, we start with what is AI, the mindset flow that you will see with real example that is always from denial to panic to positive reaction. After that, we will deep dive a little more on what is AI, where are we now? I will give you some hints on LLM, neural network, training, this kind of stuff, just to set the context. And then together, we will embrace the AI imperfection. And that's really important to understand what I mean with imperfection and how we can start using AI today. Last but not least, the central point is fear the AI. And what you have to fear as administrator of Microsoft 365 tenant, the bring your own AI. Because everyone, you will see throughout this webinar, everyone is starting to use AI, even in day by day outside in the personal life. And every one of us is bringing a piece of AI in the work. And this is something that we as admin of the tenant need to control. We need to drive it. That's the important things. More than control, drive it. And then we will end with a Q&A session. Okay, let's start to set the context. When ChatGPT was launched in November 22, and immediately after that, in January, I started a poll internally in the R&D department, and I asked, which of these AI tools do you use to help in coding? This was really early days, January 23. And you see the answer here. GitHub Copilot, 0%. ChatGPT, 46%. The bring your own AI was already starting. None, but I'm planning to try one, 33. None, I don't want to use AI, 20%. I did the same poll 1 year after, more or less, February 24. Same question, which of these AI tools do you use to help in coding? The list was bigger. On top, we have Core Chat, that is an internal AI implementation that we use internally, fully private, just for incrementing the productivity of internal people in parallel with Copilot. And these were the answer. And the important thing are the last two. You see there, none, I'm planning to try one, 0%. None, I don't want to use AI, 0%. So everyone in the technical side, so the product, the engineering team, the QA, and so on, embrace the AI. Last question I did was, how much do you feel AI helps to increase the productivity in a scale from 0 to 3? And here are the results. 0, none, 0%. Everyone felt a little productivity boost in some cases, good one, and wow, it rocks in some cases. Again, this means that AI is here to stay, and we need to drive it in a way or another. The mindset, I was talking at the beginning of the webinar. This is the mindset. Every one of us started, including myself, started with the denial phase here on the left. Let me take the, okay, here on the left, denial. Nah, AI can't do my job. I have to do it on my own. We don't have time to look into AI as company level. And then we move here. At personal level, no, AI is going to steal my job. Company level, no, we will go bankrupt. AI will do everything. But then we end up here in the positive mindset. And this is where we need to drive our company. We as IT, as admin, we need to drive this change. At personal level, we need to see the productivity the AI can bring. And at company level, the same. We need to bring the company forward with the AI. What's important? This element. AI might not take your job. You don't have to fear that. But people and companies using AI will. So it's, in a way or another, we need to figure out a way to implement AI in our company. What is AI and where are we now? So this is the usual hype cycle for AI, 2023 from Gartner. As you can see, the generative AI is here on top, the peak of inflated expectation. And now we are starting to see that some kind of limits have been reached on the LLM side. Even OpenAI is delivering new model, we will see more later, but I'm no more like GPT-3 to GPT-4, so huge leap. It's just incremental step. So now probably we'll go down, we will go in the plateau productivity sooner or later. Again, to set the context around the AI, these are the private investment in AI by geographic area in 2023. So just to give you the idea of the amount, this is coming from a Stanford University analysis. You will get the link at the end of the webinar. You see there $67 billion invested by United States alone. Then we have China, United Kingdom, Germany, Sweden, France, and at the very end of the right side, there is Italy, because I'm from Italy, and we are still not investing in AI. We're still thinking about food, fashion, this kind of stuff. But I hope that Italy will invest more there. How businesses are using AI? Same research, contact center automation, personalization of the experience of the user in their platform, customer acquisition, AI-based enhancement of products. And this is something that in CoreView we are thinking of for the next year. We are not yet delivering AI-driven activity in our platform. There is a reason for that, the imperfection that we will see later, but we are planning to, and creation of new AI-based products. Another important question, how people think AI will affect jobs 2023? AI will change how you do your current job in the next 5 years. And you see there 57% likely, 8% don't know, 35% not likely. What are the job most impacted? Anything that is more driven by the brain, the reasoning stuff, writing, creation, this kind of stuff. But again, no, don't fear AI from this perspective. AI will replace your current job in the next 5 years. 36% thinks that this can happen. In some cases, probably it will. We will see more later. What are the global opinion? Where people say AI makes them nervous 2023, you can see in the top, we have the Commonwealth. So Australia, Great Britain, Canada, United States, and then all the other. And again, we need to become power user of AI. We need to drive AI and not fear AI. That's the important thing. What is AI? What is generative AI specifically here? So AI is anything that can be done by a machine. So you give an input to a machine, the machine deducts value from this input. That is AI. Can be machine learning, can be computer vision, but generative AI has a huge difference. You give an input and you get something new out of that input, the generative part of this. LLM like ChatGPT are a specific sample of this. What does GPT mean? Generative, these things, input, new output. Pre-trained, we will see now what does it mean. The model have a pre-training phase, and the transformer is the algorithm behind that allows this generative AI to exist. How it works, really high level, just to set the context. We as human beings, we live in the analog world. No one will ever remove this from us. And we live with text, images, audio, and video. The computer thinks only with number, 0, 1, just numbers. So every input must be converted in numbers called embeddings. This number goes in this neural network. There's a set of electronic neurons and generate numbers out. That's it. Numbers in, numbers out. These numbers are then converted back to text, images, audio, video. What's the end result? What's see below? So if we give to this neural network 2 words, dogs are, the neural network will predict the next most probable word. Dogs are animals. Dogs are animals that. Dogs are animals that are known for blah, 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 blah. This is how it works in a very simple terms. AI training, how does it work? The key is here. So we take this neural network and we feed it with tons and tons of elements, of existing elements, text, video, audio, images, whatever. And it will start to automatically learn by itself. It's like talking with a child and saying, mama, 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 mama. At a certain point, the child will start to say, oh, mama. The element that we keep saying, mama, 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 the child will learn. It works exactly the same way. But what's the problem? If I ask to a model, how do I rob a bank? The model by itself can know how to rob a bank, can reply to me. If in the training data this was contained, it will reply. So that is the next step, the reinforcement learning with human feedback, where we have lots of human people interacting with this model, pre-trained model, and telling what is good, what is bad. So this is a very important part of AI training to set the boundaries, the safety boundaries of the result of the model. How much does it cost? That's important. You see here, this was the estimated cost of Gemini Ultra, the previous version of the Gemini model from Google, was around 200 million. So behind the LLM model, there is a famous paper that is called Attention is All You Need, that defines this transformer algorithm. But the reality is that it's not just attention that you need, but also a ton of money to be able to create your own model. That's very important. What is the end result? This is the end result. This model is like having Einstein that you can ask and talk with. Not only Einstein, but Einstein in your pocket. And this is Copilot. Behind the scene, behind Micro 365 Copilot, you have this LLM model that knows everything, that is trained for till the cutoff date. That's another important point. Keep in mind that all the models have a cutoff date. So if the cutoff is December 23, whatever happened after that date, the model is completely unaware of it. This is really, really important when you talk with your internal user while deploying the AI. Now, this part you cannot see, but I want to share you some sample. This is a text-to-speech sample. You give a text, whatever it is. Here I use 11 labs to generate the audio. And here I get an audio. You cannot hear it on your side. That it's nearly perfect. You can change the voice, the tonality. You can also use your own voice just to set the stage. This is a video. Let me try to play this on your side. This is a picture to video. It means that to the model, we gave just this reference image and an audio, and the model is generating something like this. Let me try to play on your side this one. I hope it works. Voila, let me try.
An AA with an AK melee, finna set it like a play date, but a vacate retreat like a vacate mayday. This beat is cray cray Ray J, H-A, laughing all the way to the bank. I spray flames, I cannot tame or placate the monster. You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. Normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster.
We were good, we were gold. Can the dream that can be so? We were right till we weren't. Build a home that watched it burn.
I hope it worked. Gemma, tell me if it didn't, but that was this was done in March 24, this picture to video model. But the next one, oops, this one, this was done in May 24, and it's done by Microsoft. It's called Vasa 1, again, to give you the idea of where we are with AI. Let me try to play this one too. Let's see, it's loading. Go to webinar.
I work too hard, never ever relax like Rosa Parks. I don't ever sit back, bro. Keep 2 sticks in a ride like Twix, and he fling them packs when he see a Kit Kat.
If you didn't want to angle, you shouldn't have run. Poor aunties lost innocent sons, and I know I miss bro, but he had to get bun, and I think it's more Pete that he gave me the shh.
These principles will not only make your user's journey more pleasant, they'll contribute to better business metrics as well. Users hate being interrupted, and they hate getting broken experiences. Keeping these principles in mind in your app design makes for a better user journey.
Okay, I hope that they work properly. So both this model were picture to video, and you can see the difference. In March was already quite good, was done by a Chinese university, and this is done by Microsoft, and it's really, really, really powerful, as you have seen. Now we move to another one, OpenAI, Sora, and this is text to video. This is the text given to the model, fly through tour of a museum with many painting and sculpture and beautiful works of art in all styles. And this is the end result. Maybe you can see it not in the best way, probably through the webinar, but the important thing here is that at first glance, this seems incredible. You say, wow, it's great. From the text, we have this video. But in reality, if you look well, carefully, you see that the painting are not so good. The sculpture not so good. The ceiling is not perfect. The floor is not perfect. Everything is imperfect. Why? Because the AI has no reasoning capability at the moment. They are just learning from what they see, any kind of AI model, and they are replicating what they see, but there is always something odd going on here if you look carefully. And that's where we as human, and you as a Microsoft 365 admin must enter in the game. Okay, we are able to detect if something is good or something is bad in the AI generated context. Another one, this is text to video, more recent, Kling AI. This was released 2 weeks ago by a Chinese university. And it's the same thing, text to video, quite impressive result. Again, to say, OpenAI was the first with ChatGPT, but a lot of players are coming in this field, and the bring your own AI is becoming something that we really need, every one of us, to take care of. Then there is this one. I will not show the whole video, but just talk about it. As you know, GPT-4o, that stands for Omni, was released just a few weeks ago. And here we have, on the right side, we have the creator, the head of the Omni team in OpenAI. And here in this video that you will get with the presentation, they are playing with the model, a live quiz game. So it's really, really nice to see. But what's the important thing? What I was mentioning at the beginning. So here we are the human intelligence. And when we create something, we create it as perfect as we can. While on the other side, on AI, we have imperfect results. And we need to embrace this imperfection. That's the key element. So no fear, machines are not coming for your job, but for your routine. Any one of us, including my team, we are starting to embrace AI because a lot of tedious tasks like creation of unit tests, just to stay in my comfort zone of coding, creation of unit tests, we can create a plethora of unit tests now in a very fast way, very complete, with the help of AI, so that we can focus more and more on improving the UX, creating new features, creating complex piece of code. So is it really so good? Why embrace the imperfection? Here, for example, I created with DALL-E Bill Gates in a matrix style. But as you can see here, in the right hand, he has just 4 fingers. On the other side, the fingers are all same length. Here, I asked for a bedroom on seaside. And again, you see that AI has no clue of what is a good bedroom on the seaside. And this is again and again and again. If I ask Microsoft governance, I need a good picture of it. This is a good picture in AI mind. But the important thing is that you don't have to give up. And even the same must be for your user. When people start to use any AI, it can be Copilot or can be any other tool. I will show you some more later. At the beginning, there are a lot of issues, but you need to drive this, okay? Explain to your user that it's part of the game. AI is imperfect. You need to keep asking, keep tweaking the result till you get what you need, okay? The result that you want. So here, as you can see, we have the correct core view name. Again, correct core view name. Core chat finally correct. Toyota with core view at high speed, perfect. That's the key element. But it's just it takes few seconds to generate this kind of elements. Okay, just iterate, and ask to update things properly to the AI. And this would be the end result that you can get. Try till you get what you're looking for. So why should I fear AI if it's just a tool? And this is the core element. Oh, let me just close this. Okay. The important thing is, let's start with the why. This is from a LinkedIn research released last month, May 24. As you can see, employee wants AI at work, and they won't wait for company to catch up. Any one of us, probably you too, are using AI anywhere or another, being it ChatGPT, being it Copilot, being it Perplexity. We will mention more later. But 78% of AI users are bringing their own AI tools to work, including myself. I'm using a lot of tools to help myself in my daily activity. For employee, AI raises the bar and breaks the career ceiling. So clearly, if they use AI, they feel the power. After the initial denial, fear, panic, when they are in the positive mindset, they see that AI is helping a lot. And the last but not least, the rise of the AI power user and what they reveal about the future. So the AI power user are the one replying to the initial poll that I did, how much your productivity has been improved by AI. A lot. These are the power user. And all of us, if we become power user, we really unlock our potential a lot more. Okay, so power user says that AI makes them more productive. Power user can be everywhere. So it's not just R&D, admin, can be anywhere in the company. Because after we deploy in the R&D and test Copilot, as soon as we understood correctly and embraced the imperfection, we started to deploy this in other departments. And we see power user everywhere, in all departments of our company, and your company too. And so you have to empower your user through AI. Microsoft Copilot is the main entrance to the AI world and the one that you can control the most. So instead of letting anyone bring their own AI and bring the chaos in your company, it's better that you start to test Copilot. Maybe you have already started to do that, but let's start really to do this part. Advertising, clearly, as CoreView, we can help you in this part. We can help you to identify the most eligible user based on how much they use the various services within the tenant. We can help you to track usage of the license, because even internally, when we activated the pilot of Copilot in our company, we use CoreView to automatically detect people that were not using Copilot anymore after 1 week at the beginning, to reassign automatically the license. So we have a playbook that was automatically starting, sending an email to the person that was not using the license, asking, do you need a license, yes or no? No reply or no, the license was becoming automatically free and can be automatically assigned to the next eligible user. So just some tricks to help you. How can we use AI today and for what? So these are some use cases from personal experience. For coding, for brainstorming, simplifying concepts, summarizing elements, learning new topics. This is a good one. Writing articles, creating images, voices, translation, and more. And I really use AI for anything that you see here on the screen. So if you reach me with any use case you have in mind, you will see that I cover anything. I really love the AI motion. On the tool side, there are a lot of tools out there, a lot. Micro 365 Copilot, again, is entry point, enterprise ready, can be controlled. Maybe it's not as open as other tools for the reason that it's easier to control it, but it's really good starting point. And we have Copilot Lab, Azure AI Studio, and then we move to other elements like OpenAI, Mr. AI, Midjourney and DALL-E, really good to generate images. AutoGen is to create agents that use AI, specific agent doing just a specific part, and you can create a workflow of agents helping each other to achieve a goal. Semantic kernel, Perplexity, I like it a lot, is like a search tool, but is AI powered by AI. Pinned, that is more for the coding side. Then we have additional model here and there. At the end of this, we have Apple MLX. That is a framework that I use a lot on the Apple machine, but it's just to fine-tune model, to play and hack with LLM stuff. It's really powerful. Again, this is a map of what's out there on the AI automation world. This is created by Insight Partner, that is the venture capital that is behind CoreView. And again, you can see here all the elements I mentioned are here. I see Perplexity, Bing Copilot, ChatGPT, a lot of elements are here, but there are tons more out there. So this is why we need to do something to control this part. So this is my point. So fear the bring your own AI, it's something that is happening and have some implication, compliance implication, security implication. So we need to be aware of this trend. Okay, so this is more for you. So you have to position yourself as driver of internal AI innovation. This is the same thing that we have done in CoreView. Someone has to take the lead, and I think that the technical team should take the lead. So if you are administering the tenant, you are the right person to be the driver, not the co-pilot of this innovation. Okay, you have to become the power user and let the rest of the company embrace the AI through your guidance and your protection of the tenant. What you can do, clearly you have Microsoft 365 Copilot that you can enable in your tenant for your employee. Initially the issue with Copilot was that it was completely empty without prompt. So the user was saying, well, what can I do with this stuff? Then now you have from Copilot Lab some prompts out of the box that anyone can play with. On Copilot, I did a quick poll before this webinar on LinkedIn to ask to the people, okay, what do you think about Copilot? Now, how much is improving your productivity? As you can see here, the response were vary. Some of them were not so much, but again, we need to identify power user. We have power users saying it was amazing, good enough. And some of them were saying, no, it's a distraction. Because when you try it and you start to see that the summary is incorrect, the meeting summary contains wrong element, maybe you give up. But that's important. We need to ensure that no one gives up. They need to embrace the imperfection of AI, understand that it's part of the game, and improve their skills while using it. Then you have Copilot Lab, where you have more information on Copilot, prompts to try. The AI Studio, this is the next level. After Copilot, within the Microsoft ecosystem, you have AI Studio on the Azure port. And this gives you access to a lot of models, large language model, not just the GPT, but anything, text to image, chat completion, audio generation, everything. And you can even assess the model performance and choose the right one for the task that you are planning to do. Q&A, text generation. Again, it's really a new trend that we need to embrace in a way or another. These are some samples, but you have already seen it. I used the Midjourney, DALL-E 3, Microsoft Designer to generate images for internal use mainly. Copilot prompt, and here again, think about the use case that I explained before. You can do anything with Copilot. You can learn new things, like if you have specific term, okay, what are these acronyms mean for me? Boom, and you get the answer. In Excel, you can do a lot of stuff. In PowerPoint, you can create slides on a specific topic, get the image, something like that. Again, you just need to test and try this kind of thing. Even this one, quiz to test your knowledge on Microsoft 365. You can ask to Copilot to make you question and give you a vote at the end, a final score after you reply to them all. That's a way to learn something, just to give you some idea. But how do we interact with the AI? That's the key element, the prompting. It's like communicating with another human being, but not so smart on the other side. Okay, the AI is really not smart. So you need to carefully ask what you want, and you need to set the context. So, for example, here we have a very bad prompt that is I interact with Copilot and ask, okay, give me an agenda for a workshop, ultra generic, and I will get something out for sure. I will get a reply response. I can be completely made up by the AI. Instead, a good prompt is give me an agenda for a workshop and describe in the context. You will get something more. But the last one, I like it even more because you ask what you want, but then you tell to the model and to Copilot, feel free to ask me any clarifying question first. So the model will start to ask you anything, the duration of workshop, the location, what's the topic, when the model has all the information needed, boom, you will get the result. And even after that, you can ask, no, I don't like this result, change the tone, change this, change that. That's the way to work with AI, iterate on top of it. An important element, can LLM search on internet? By default, no. As we said, we have the model, the cutoff date, the model is completely closed from the outside, but you have agent and you have plugin on Copilot side that you can integrate to go outside. Clearly, in the Copilot with Bing, it will automatically go on the web, but you can even create plugin to integrate Copilot and other LLM with your internal system. That's absolutely feasible. And this is the concept of the agent. You give to your little Einstein a set of tools that it can use to deliver whatever you want. Go to on Salesforce to pick up this information, on the CRM this information, on the web this information, give me a summary, something like that. Okay, this is what I already told. So we have a cutoff date, we can't do that. How does it work? We need a RAG. Retrieval augmented generation means that we pick up the data needed, we give this data in the prompt to the AI model, and the AI model will use this data to generate the response that we need. Just a note, fine-tuning can be used to optimize the output. Fine-tuning means that you have your model and you add after that some specific set of how it has to reply or some small element of data, and this will become part of the whole model. And again, we need the human check to avoid hallucination. That's the important thing. And AGI or Skynet, so going back to whoever voted for Terminator, I delivered this presentation multiple times in various events, and sometimes I get the feedback, oh, Skynet is coming, and it's here, Skynet is here. But in reality, it's not. Skynet is not here. This is just pure math. It seems magical, seems ultra powerful, but in reality, it's just pure math. You give an input set of number, and you get the next most probable number. That's it at the end. Yes, we can have in future maybe artificial narrow intelligence. I believe that this is here. It's the agent. What I was saying, if I have an agent with a specific AI working in a vertical context, it will work really well. AGI is more a human-like behavior that is far from being here. Honestly, I don't think it will ever appear. The other one, Skynet, is nearly impossible. So let's avoid to think about it. So what is the role of humans now? That's important, because any one of us has this panic mode at the beginning. So is the human role, whatever you have in mind, still needed? Doctor, developer, lawyer, CEO, teacher, anything? Yes, for sure, because we need to decide what to ask to the AI, as you can see here, provide the context, check the detail, evaluate the result, because at the end, the hallucination are part of the game. So what is the AI model? Okay, that we have Einstein available for us, but as soon the more you use it, the more you will see that the hallucination are part of the game, and sometimes can really derail the experience. Even internally, I had just yesterday a discussion with a colleague because AI generated something incredible on CoreView. CoreView is able to do this 10 amazing feature, and she contacted me, telling me, "Oh wow, we are able to do this, this, and that." But in reality, no, it was just made up by the drunken Einstein, as you can see here. So that's really important. Be aware. It's just a tool. We need to drive it. There is no other way. How can CoreView help you? As I told you before, with the governance. We can help you to track the Copilot users in real detail. The real ones, so that's important. We can help you to govern the license assignment, so removal, assignment, and so on. And clearly, we can help you also on cleaning the SharePoint access, checking that the tenant is okay, because at the end, Copilot works with the RAG that I mentioned, or retrieve augmented generation. So it picks up the data, whatever data you as a user can access, and give you the result. That's the thing. So you need to be sure that the security by obscurity, of security is not working anymore. We need to be sure that some security boundaries are well placed within our companies. So do you fear the AI? Don't worry. There is no need to fear the AI. Clearly, the important thing is that you need to fear the uncontrolled release of AI within your company. So you need to keep track of what the users are doing, especially the power user, because they will start to use AI a lot and bring it in your company. So you have to be the driver. That's the key element. Play with Copilot, play with the administration part, play with anything around it, because this motion has started easier. Maybe now it's just the beginning, but it will accelerate a lot. It will speed up. This is my opinion. So we need to be aware of that and drive it. That's it. We arrive at the end. If you have any questions, feel free to write. Gemma, if you can help me. If you see any question, happy to answer.
We haven't had any come in yet, but there's always a few last minute ones that come in. So post them into the chat or the question box if you have any, and we can get Ivan to answer them for you live.
I hope that after the webinar, you will go to check what's Copilot and how you can help your company through it.
Perfect.
It will not be
like
easy.
For us today, Ivan.
Is there any question, Gemma?
It doesn't look like it for today.
Okay. So I can move on.
Yes.
Okay, so we have just last slide for you. One, clearly, if you want to see a demo of our product, here you have a QR code, you can register for a demo. And then another one, last but not least, just not related to AI, but we just released a free tool that is available on our website. It's for specifically for entrap registration analysis. It was created by the MVP Vasil Mishev, and I, together with my personal AI assistants, you can use the plural here, it has been improved, so you will get a beautiful HTML reports giving you a list of the app registration, and you can check anything around them, and it's really, really relevant for you. And with that, I thank you all and give you back a few minutes of your time. And thank you for participating in the webinar.
Amazing. Thanks, Ivan, and thanks everyone for giving up your Thursday afternoon or evening to join us. We hope to see you on another webinar again shortly. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank